Dude, I love Cerulean City music. Dun, 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 dun. What's up, fam? What's good? Welcome to the stream. Is that 5 months from Resnick? What up, bro? Appreciate you. I know. So I've been wanting to do this for a while. Okay. Okay. Yep, Electrode, the number one. It's like you read my mind. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while. And this is really fun for me because I get to like compare it to what actually happens when the time comes out. But it should be nice. It should be really nice, in my opinion. Nice chill stream. Cass, appreciate the 2 months, brother. Doing well. Thank you for asking. Just gonna tweet out the stream real quick. How you doing, Digital? It has been a minute. Well, you're implying that isn't gonna rock OU with Chloroblast? I just laughed. Don't read too much into it. I'm live ranking. When did the Hisuian Pokemon get added? I'm assuming it's gonna be with Pokemon Home. That's what they led us on to believe. Competitive viability plus my own personal feelings towards their competitive viability, I guess you could say. Basically, it's my opinion. It's gonna be my opinion. We got lo-fi in the background. It's not that loud, so it should be good. I do think that I might have to add an F tier, right? I made F tier baby / Ubers. Like Mons, I'm not even gonna be ranking, but I do, however, think that some of these are gonna be better than the others, and I am going to. Audio's good. Okay, cool. Well, I'll start in a couple minutes, but I am gonna be ranking this in terms of terrestrialization being legal. I want to keep that in mind. Terrestrialization being legal is how I'm ranking this. Will terrestrialization probably be suspect tested again when Pokemon Home comes out? Yes, I do think that it will have a relook. What up, Hylian? Oh, Hylian, did you get your wisdom teeth out? Or is that Friday? It could be Friday. But yeah, so that's the way I'm going to rank it at least. I'll start in like 2 minutes or something. I'm sure if somebody watches the video later, they put the timestamp. Is it based on singles, VGC, or both? Mainly singles. That I got taken out today. How you doing, bud? I know we're supposed to play Mario Party, but I just got really, really busy. Good luck, Alistair. I have a look S tier clickbait. Yes. Or it could be S tier. Who knows? I think with Terra, anything's possible. I will be using the combination of ignore that spelling. Snake with the 5 months as always. Thanks for the vibes and tight knit. Thanks for the vibes and tight knit vibes. Putting vids and vibes alike on while working keeps me staying cheerful. Much love, Snake. Appreciate you, bud. Nice spelling. And I have this Google open on the side as well, just so we can look up things. I want to be on top. Like I really want to make it do my ting. Oh, Hisuian Arcanine is probably my favorite mon to come back. Nice, Hylian. I'm happy. All right, so I think I'll start it off. So the way this is gonna work, again, just to reiterate, I'm gonna be ranking these as if Terra is allowed like it currently is. I do believe that Terra will be suspect tested again after Pokemon Home is released. Hello, Kirby. And pokeaimMD. Thank you, Snake, for gifting. But I do believe that Pokemon Terra will be suspect tested. Will it be banned or not? Then I have no idea. It wasn't banned now, and I'm very happy it wasn't. I actually really like it. Luxio has potential. A lot of things. It has latent potential. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the babies and Ubers that I'm not going to bother ranking with. There are some baby Pokemon here that for sure are going to be solid, especially in lower tiers or even mid to high tiers. But that's what I want to do it. So in terms of the babies that I don't think are going to have viability in other tiers, we have Voltorb. Like, obviously you have Little Cup viability, but we have Voltorb. I'm going to look at Zoro real quick just to make sure that I know its stats. 85, 70 with 35 HP. Okay, maybe I'll try that in PU. But we have that. We have that. I do think Baby Sneasel has a place. I do think Qwilfish has a place. Growlithe probably going to be another Little Cup, Little Demon. 55, 75. Yeah, Rockhead. That's fine. What up, fam? Appreciate you, bud. So yeah, we put these guys in the babies. I think that Basculin has... Which Basculin form is this thing called? It's this one. Oh yeah, this guy has a place for sure, so I'm not going to bother ranking that one right now. That'll be a lower tier one. And I think that's it. Every other baby here has a purpose. Now, I'm going to look at Dialga. Piss, thank you for gifting 5 subs, bro. Appreciate you. So, I want to look at Dialga Origin versus Palkia Origin. Now, they do have to hold the Adamant Crystal. And let me set Palkia Origin here, too. Appreciate you, bud. I think the bigger one here, like these are obviously both, not this one. This one is whatever, right? This one versus Dialga. Get out of here, Palkia. Let's look at Dialga. I'm going to put them in rank differently, but like Dialga versus this one, they took out its attack and they gave it a little bit more special defense. But the difference is this Dialga can run leftovers, can run Choice Scarf, can run any item. Obviously, this one is okay on like Trick Room and stuff and having better special defense. It's gonna have usage, don't worry. Calm down. But yeah, I appreciate ya. It's definitely gonna have some usage. We're on the bottom of the ladder. What I'm basically trying to say is this one is worse than this one, in my opinion. I did see the new leak. I'll talk about that in another video as well, Joey. Probably in another stream, actually. So this one's probably going to be worse than this one. Just because the attack into special defense doesn't matter when you can't change it. Maybe in a VGC... I am doing this based on singles, but I'll talk a little bit about VGC. In a VGC setting, I can see this thing being fine. Right? Like Trick Room Protect on VGC. Completely fine. You have the Adamant Crystal to boost your dual stabs. And you get better special defense. So I could definitely see this in a VGC setting being a better Trick Room. But regular Dialga is better. It's not going to be RU. It's still going to be Uber. It's still freaking Dialga. Even if it can't run a choice specs. Huh, actually. Hold up. There's one mom we have to compare this to. Huh. 125 HP, 100 HP. 100 attack, 170 attack. 128 defense, 100 defense. 150 special attack, 120. Hey, I don't know, man. We could be onto something. Now, we're definitely not on to absolutely anything. At all. But if this thing ended up being OU, that'd be funny. But then, so basically, I'm going to put Dialga in the back of the babies. Because these guys probably have more viability in Little Cup than Dialga has in Ubers. And then we'll look at Palkia. They're going to be coming with home, most likely. So we'll look at Palkia Origin versus Palkia. Now, this is a godsend, right? This is a godsend because offensive Palkia exists, right? Obviously, D2, thank you for gifting 5 subs, bro. I appreciate you. Right? Obviously, offensive Palkia with Scarf and Choice Specs ain't nothing that this mod has on it because it can't hold anything. But that base, 120 speed, and I'm just going to give you some examples that is faster than, not necessarily they're coming back or not. What up, Muhammad? But yeah, I appreciate you. Faster than the Lottie twins, faster than Lugia, faster than Garchomp. Like, it has an insanely good speed tier. Now, obviously, regular Palkia still would be good, especially because there's no Primal Ground on. So, Specs, Choice Scarf are still very good. But the fact that Palkia loves running Lustrous Orb to begin with, and that's the exact same thing, Horse Palkia can easily do things like this, right? You'll probably see a set like this. Kirby, appreciate you with the horse. You'll probably see a set like this. Last move being whatever you really wanted to. It gets Flamethrower, obviously. It really just depends on the metagame. But this one is definitely an advantage. You don't like Horse Palkia? Plus you got Terra Blast. They gave Palkia Trick, which I didn't believe it had before. I don't think is that legal with this? There's no freaking way. If you trick this away, do I become regular Palkia? I gotta know. I'm gonna have to test it out. Either it doesn't work. I have to test it out. I have to test it out. Because if that's the case, that's interesting. That's a bad effect. But would you ever see Giratina Origin any tier than non-Uber? No. But it was OU for April Fools. Yeah, that probably doesn't work. But I am gonna say that this is an upgrade to offensive Lustrous or Palkia. Specs is still really good on Palkia. Scarf is still really good. But this thing having the same thing in them. They should have done this for Dialga. Why didn't they do this for Dialga? They should have just gave them both speed. It makes no sense that they didn't give them both speed. Though Dialga was always the more defensive one. But this is really good. Obviously Thunder for Kyogre or something is pretty good too. So I like this. Thank you for all the love, guys. I think we already hit 600 subs. It'll probably work a bit. It does not work. I tried and failed in Rambats. Wait, so they gave you Trick? Or you had Trick on a different Pokemon and tried it. Okay. So, in terms of this, I'm going to say that this is a buff for Palkia, and it's going to be ahead of the babies. But Dialga is going to be below the babies. That's what I think. That's what I personally think. Like, I feel like this is, like, accurate. Right? In terms of this tier list, you got Origin Palkia, Zora, Hisuian Scarlet, Voltorb, and Dialga. Nah, I'm just putting them wherever, right? This one's better than this one for sure. And these are just going to be babies that I don't think are worth looking into. So, from there, I kind of want to do the starters. I think the starters will be more fun than going with S and just doing it in order as well. I think Sneasel actually has viability in lower tiers Vulture. You know what? Since we already did the babies, I guess I'll go with the rest of the babies, right? I'll go with the rest of the babies. So I'll look at these guys. I'll put these babies first. So I'm going to put, like, for example, I'm definitely going to put Qwilfish high. But this is going to change based on other things. Because obviously I can't put Qwilfish with certain Pokemon. I don't know, fam. Appreciate you. Yeah, regular seems already a little... I think, okay, S rank, A rank, B rank, C rank, D rank. I think that's fine, right? Do I need an F rank? I'll look at it occasionally. But in terms of these, let me look at Sneasel first. I'm gonna look at Sneasel first. In terms of same exact stats of regular Sneasel, which is nice. Fighting Poison is real good. Inner Focus is fine. Immune to Intimidate, that's really good. Eviolite's fine, but Heavy Duty Boots is better. Has Close Combat. Alright, it's already a good Pokemon. Right, this is already a good Pokemon in lower tiers. This is literally already a good Pokemon in lower tiers. I wish they had a Poison Touch. But Close Combat is amazing. Poison Jab. Toxic Spike. Jesus. Yeah, this Mon's already a good Pokemon. Honestly, when it comes to, like, lower tiers and stuff, I can see this thing even with a Violite. A Violite's probably whatever. It being able to absorb Toxic Spike, I think, in lower tiers. It gets Gunk Shot too. I mean, do you really want to miss with this Mon? But Gunk Shot's definitely viable. Like, if you're using it on Choice Band, I guess Gunk Shot's good, right? Because you got this, you get Night Slash for sure. And from there... So true. Pretty nice. You don't even have to do Night Slash, and you could do Terra, which I think is really nice too. Like, if you don't want Night Slash, you could definitely do Terra. Like Terra Blast with Fighting plus Poison. Like Terra Ground could be interesting. God, National Dex messes me up. I can't see my damn Terra here. But like Terra Ground could be interesting for opposing poisons, which I think would be cool. Terra Psychic could be cool. I think anything like that. But wouldn't this just be much worse than regular Sneasel? Just feels like a Dark Ice with Ice Shard is more oppressive overall. Yeah, but when your Dark Ice with Ice Shard has... do you know what regular Sneasel has? And this is not confirmed that it's going to get any moves back, right? This This is wrong. Let me put it in the NU tier. And let's look at Sneasel. You know what Sneasel's moveset is right now? No Night Slash. Your Dark Stab is Bite. Your Dark Stab on Sneasel currently is Bite and Beat Up. I don't even think you need to do that to beat Quack. I think Choice Band Close Combat is really good too. So, yeah, like something like that. Terra Blast, Night Slash, some sort of Terra as well. Much love, Playboy. How you doing, fam? So I think this is going to be a really good Pokemon. I think Heavy Duty Boots, Swords Dance. Swords Dance can work too, obviously. You can use Trailblaze if you really need to. I don't think you need the speed. Horse up, please. Yeah. It might eventually get knocked off. Who knows? Terra Dark can be fine too. I also want to say that you could definitely use... Maybe not on this one because I don't see Drain Punch in his move pool. But... Shoot, dude. Like, what's wrong with... What's wrong with something like this, right? What's wrong with like something like this, right? So this has a lot of potential, I think, as a Pokemon in general. Like, it just in general, I think this has a lot of viability, especially in lower tiers. A fast T-Spike absorber. Heavy Duty Boots does not stop poisons from absorbing T-Spikes. It should, in my opinion. But, yeah, ton of utility. I think Terra Poison Psychic can work too. Digital, if Weezing is around, right? And you run Swords Dance. But yeah, this has utility. So, I'm going to put Sneasel. I'm putting it in C for now. Because I think it's going to be N-U-P. I'm putting it in C. We're going to move things down. And I'll probably end up adding an F tier when I go to these big Pokemon. But, actually, this doesn't even feel right. Putting it in C. Let me make, No. No. Get back there where you belong. Okay, hold up. Add a row below. F. So I'll put it in D, right? And it might move up. It might move up in viability. D just means lower tier for me, right? It doesn't mean it's bad. It's very hard for me to say. And again, this will all change. And I might end up getting rid of a tier when we keep going, right? It's just hard to do this and then think about the OU viability of the other mons. Now, Qwilfish. Qwilfish is an insanely good Pokemon. All right? Hisuian Qwilfish is insanely good. You guys have all fought it. Fight it. Fought it. Fought it. Fight it. Fought it. You want a different color in F? No, that's bad. It doesn't really match the aesthetic, but whatever. That's F. Why not just rank it by tiers? Because that doesn't really give you the idea behind it, right? I can tell you what's going to be OU, but I want to tell you what's S rank in OU. You know what I mean? Like, I can tell you right now that Ursaluna and Basculegion and Overqwil and Sneasler or whatever are going to all be OU, right? But, like, you don't know which one is S rank. You don't know which one is better. So I think that tiers limits the way I want to do it. I can put them in front of each other, but I think it still limits it. So, in terms of Overqwil or Qwilfish, this mon is incredible, right? So let's talk about the tanking capabilities of it. So a Violet on Qwilfish is something that Qwilfish wanted. Tank Qwilfish was something that was amazing in general, right? So a Violet, a bulky Violet set, right? With maybe Impish. Yes, Impish. Can you give me my damn attack stat? So a bulky Violet set, right? So you got your Barb Barrage, which is amazing. 50% chance to poison the opponent. Doesn't even need Pain Split. 50, and if it eventually gets it, that'd be cool too. But 50% chance to poison the opponent, right? And then it's doubled in power if they're poisoned. So as a defensive wall coming off the 226 attack, that's not bad already, right? And then, of course, you have Spikes as an option on defensive sets. Taunt is an option too. Toxic or Toxic Spikes. Obviously, you can also go Crunch. Something like this defensively. Nice D's. Congratulations, fam. So Taunt Hazard is obviously very good. In lower tiers as well. I'm going to give you like all possible things that I think will be the thing on this thing. So then you have Focus Actually as well, which is something that Qwilfish did. So you do the double Toxic Spike. Spikes. You got like max speed on this. It depends on your last tier. Let me just check one thing. It does get self-destruct, right? Yep, it does get self-destruct. I don't think it gets explosion. So obviously you have your anti-lead type of thing for lower tier 2. And then the other thing you have on Qwilfish, you have 2 variations of SD in my opinion. Poison Point could probably work too. But you have 2 variations of SD, right? You have a Violet SD with Intimidate, so Sword Dance. And if you don't want to use Barb Barrage, which is fine, you can obviously use Gunk Shot for the damage. And then you got Crunch, and then you have Liquidation, right? This is beautiful. You can do probably this with like a Terra Water, because Terra Water is always strong, and it sheds your immunity to, or your weakness to ground, right? So this could be very good, right? And again, if you don't want to run Gunk Shot, you can run Barb Barrage. So if you don't want to run that, you can run Barb Barrage, which can poison the opponent, and then you can go for SDs later. And then of course you have this Mon that can also work on Swift Swim teams. And Qwilfish is a good Pokemon on Swift Swim. And then this one's actually one that has, and I'd run Adamant on that one. You have this one that has the bulk of a Violet, right? So you definitely go Gunk Shot, Liquidation, and then Crunch. Yep, Destiny Bond is an option as well on the lead set if you don't want to run double hazards, though you can always self-destruct after. So I think that this Mon is super, super good. Overqwil better on rain? I think they both are fine on rain, is what I'm trying to get to. You can easily use Overqwil. Why not use Overqwil plus Qwilfish? Shoot, one to set hazards and the other one. Qwilfish has been good in rain, period. You can go Flying Terra if you wanted. I like Water Terra because you'll beat the ground types for the most part anyway. Especially because you have the bulk of the Violet. So I think that Qwilfish is super good. I think Qwilfish has an insane amount of utility. And Qwilfish over the years was already really good. I'm doing well, Kruby. Thanks for asking. It was already really good, period, right? So, and this is not every set. There's a few other options I could think of as well. Yeah, Basculin and Little Cup is going to be broken. So, like, if I had to put an immediate guess, I do think that Qwilfish will be higher than Sneasel. And both are freaking amazing. I just think that Qwilfish is going to have easier opportunities to set up or beat defensive walls in higher tiers, whereas Sneasel is going to be good in its lower tier. Exactly. Dark Poison is a beautiful combo. You're only weak to ground. And this one has freaking a Violet. It's like Drapion Baby being able to Terra, though. So that's why I think it's really good, too. So those are those guys, right? Those are those guys. It hits everything for neutral, yes. Off the top of my head. Yeah. You left for 10 minutes. Can you go back? Yeah, you can go back. This is a video. This isn't Twitch. You can actually go back on the video if you want to and rewatch. Pokemon Home, we'll probably get the announcement about it after Pokemon Day, right on the 27th. That's what I'm saying. Qwilfish can work in UU. Qwilfish can work in RU. This is a mod that I actually want in a lower tier. That way I can use it in the high, in all the tiers. So now we're gonna look at the. No worries, bud. Let's look at little Goo. Cool, it's probably a B. I'm sure it can move up. I actually think it can. I'm just putting a C for now because remember I'm placing these based on only the babies. I haven't done these guys yet. Yeah, I literally think Qwilfish is gonna be a good RU mod. All right, so. Hold up. Let's look at Sliggoo now. Sliggoo! So, looking at Sliggoo's stats compared to the other, look at that base defense increase. Yeah, I got a worse HP, but that defense increase is amazing. Like, that is an amazing, amazing jump. So, the one thing I think that's really cool with Sliggoo, forget Sap Sipper, Shell Armor, right? So one set that was really good on opposing Sliggoo in the lower tiers, okay, really good is an exaggeration, but it was Rest, Sleep Talk, Curse, and Outrage, and it would actually be able to even beat Steelix, right? Eventually, with a Violet, it'd eventually be able to even beat things like Steelix in the lower tiers. And this was a set it ran, and this was it ran, and that's what it ran, right? This is what it ran in the lower tiers. Now imagine that. Does it get any recovery though? It gets crappy life dew. You do not use that in singles. I like Shell Armor because it cannot be crit, right? So Couple that with a Violite. Does this one not get Life Dew? I know the other one gets Life Dew. Yeah, it does. Right here. So, there's a few options you can have here, right? Let me just make sure it gets what I think it does. So, I think the immediate one is the Rest. Let's see if you still get Curse. Yep, Curse. Sleep Talk. Like, obviously, I think this is the immediate one. Not being able to be crit and basically being able to do the exact same thing, I think is really good. You can do an Iron Head, so you never ever get resistanced. So you never get resisted, excuse me. So I think the Curse set has a lot of viability. Just never to be crit. Never be crit is insane, right? And obviously, Outrage is fine too. There's not a plethora of fairies. Like, there's barely any fairies running around. So this is obviously pretty cool too. And I think this just... It doesn't get body press. Unfortunately, this one doesn't get body press. It also used to run Dragon Tail at a point. But I think this is like the immediate set it can run. Counter could probably work. But just looking at what this thing does, I think this will be its biggest annoyance, right? Not being able to crit and having the insane amount of resistances that Steel and Dragon has is just really, really good. So, exactly. Yeah, literally PU is what I'm thinking about. PU or even like NU. And of course, you have the Iron Head too. I'm sure Sliggoo can also run something like a Violite Sap Sipper, because it has good special attack. Decent. Like, I'm sure in your lower tier, you can mess something up with a spread like that. But I think Rest Talk will probably be its best. Of course, you could run Rest with no Sleep Talk, because you can't be crit. You are given the free turns, and do something like Iron Head plus Ice Spinner, or Iron Head plus Outrage, or Terra Blast. Charmer means you won't be crit. Yeah, you know, you wouldn't use Saps. First off, you're not going to use this for Masquerada, period. They will... Where's my music? Okay, they will literally... Is the music okay? Is it too low? It's probably too low. I don't know if that could be heard. But yeah, is it good? All right. I mean, it definitely could click counter on Masquerada. I'm sure there's definitely something with like the counter you said. Counter. And then just a bunch of coverage moves that it gets. But I do think that the biggest thing that goes for it is going to be this Rest Curse set. I'm going to move up Sneasel just a little bit behind Qwilfish, because it feels bad putting in F rank. Maybe F rank is the way, because it has viability, but it's nowhere near, like, it has viability for sure. It's hard because I don't want to put it, if I put it in D, that's what I'm saying. Like, it'll be good down low. I can make F. I can't make E. I can't make as many. E is funny. I'm going to put it in F, but I'm judging based on viability within the tier itself, but also based on all the other ones as well. I'm going to put it... Bottom of D is fine, but, like, it's just annoying to see, like... Because Sneasel, in my opinion, is going to be an NU-RU Mon, right? An NU Mon, most likely. Whereas this Mon is going to be good in PU, or annoying in PU. So that's why it's almost like I want to put it in F, because I think that there might be a few other Mons there. But I don't think Sneasel is on the same page as Qwilfish. But I guess it's behind it. I can put it behind it. I'll do it like this for now. Yeah, my bad. Sneasel. That's all good. Like, I'm sure NU and whatever is going to be fine. Alright, so I want to talk about Basculin. So Basculin is going to be the exact same thing as the other Basculin, just adaptability. It did get Wave Crash, though, so it's really freaking good with Wave Crash. This one also has Last Respects, which is kind of funny. Wait a second. Can they ban Last Respects if Basculin can use it and Basculin's not? Like, it's going to be... The fact that Basculin can be used in Little Cup is going to be crazy. Wait a second. This changes things, doesn't it? Because their thought process for not banning Last Respect was because... On the Dot on Houndstone was because, well, Basculegion's going to get it. So we have to see if it's broken on that. But is it broken on... You definitely could tear... Is it going to be broken on Basculin, though? And Basculin's not... Basculin is a viable Pokemon that played in any... Oh, shoot. They're going to end up banning Basculegion. Alright, this could definitely tear a Ghost. Nah, they're not going to complex ban. They would have done a complex ban already. Anyway, this would be adaptability. Oh, this is broken. This sentence... Oh my god. No, it doesn't have this one. But this one... Whatever, dude. For Toxicroak in the lower tier. Are you sure they're going to ban the move? How are they supposed to improve? But this is the problem. Basculin is going to start in OU. This is the issue. Basculin itself is going to start in OU. So... Bro, this is weird. I didn't even realize this thing learned Last Respect. Yo, I gotta ask them. I actually have to ask them. Right, like I literally have to ask right now. Where is he? Bro, where is this guy? Finchinator. I gotta ask, is Last Respect? Basculegion plus Houndstone, cause Basculin gets it too. It's broken. If not all mons are broken with it, i.e. Primate with Rage Fist. I'm actually generally curious about this. Anyway, so yeah. I'm actually really curious about this. But I can definitely see this putting a lot of work. Obviously, you could Terra Water. It's going to be a Diglett and OU situation again. It might be. It might. It literally might be. Because it has enough attack. Right? Like, compare this thing to Houndstone. 68, 101. 92, 98. Like... It gets it off more. Jeez, dude. Alright, well, anyway. Gonna put it here. And this is off the prospect that Last Respect is gonna get banned. But I still think it's a strong mon with Choice Band Wave Crash. Like, it's actually gonna be... Yeah, but the other one shouldn't have Last Respect. Yeah, the other one doesn't have Last Respect. No, I'm going to put it here based on the fact that Last Respect's probably going to end up getting banned. I'm going to leave it right here. I'm going to put it based on the fact that it's going to get banned. It's better than Houndstone? No, the difference between this thing and Houndstone is you have to use your Terra on this mon. Whereas Houndstone is already a Ghost and has Stab. What up, Ibby? So there's a big difference. Like, Primate right now is RU and it's good. And that's why I think that Basculin will be too. It's not better, guys. You can't... You have to use your Terra. And it's also a fish with 55 defense. It does have adaptability, don't get me wrong. But I mean, let's look at the other fish with adaptability. Right? What up, Delta? Alright, so... But Last Respect's getting a Rage Fist though? It's true. It's true. But this requires you to keep... Okay, you can definitely run Choice Scarf Fish. Don't get me wrong. But then you have to keep your Terra to the end and then... It can work. It can definitely work. It can definitely work. I'm putting it here for now. Yeah, only this one can evolve. Anyway, let's look at Electrode real quick. So Electrode, we're going to leave it right there for now. I do think that we might see some crazy things out of that. I really like this Electrode. You have the random battle set that I think is really good. You know, this one doesn't get switched in the other one. I don't think it's going to end up being high C, is what I'm saying. But it's definitely going to be used. It might be B. I'll put a B for now. Or actually, I'll let it lead C just because of the fact that Last Respects is there. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, the sub Lychee set with Giga Drain and Discharge sounds kind of nasty. Soundproof is fine for like Boom Burst and things like that, obviously. But if you don't want to do that, Static I think is good too. So I think this set is really good because it's a really fast Subseeder. And obviously Grass plus Ground is really good coverage. Look at Rotom Mo. Yeah, Last Respect might end up being banned. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to put it there for now. Oh shoot, I opened up. Yeah, but Soundproof, I guess, yeah, if you want to try an OU, you could block Torch Song. I think you can go back and forth depending on the tier you're using it in, though. I don't think this is going to be an OU tier. They might counter, because you could end up going like Terra Dark. You could also end up going like, why did my Adobe open? Yo, close, damn it. We'll talk about specs in a sec with Chloroblast. I think on this one, you don't need to go modest. I think you want less HP so you get more back from Leech Seed. Yes, but again, Soundproof is going to be determined on the tier. If I'm playing in a tier and there are 0 sound moves used, I'm using Static, right? So this is like one of the main sets. No way this is NU? What do you mean no way this is NU? 100% PU is crazy. Ooh, I'm using it shiny. I actually caught a shiny one and it exploded and I got really sad. But I had saved it before. Electro Ball is a bad move, unfortunately. At least on this. That boy got Leaf Storm? Hey, Anthony, thank you so much for becoming a friend. Yo, if it got Leaf Storm, I am never using Chloroblast in my life. 150, losing half of my maximum HP, suck my dick. Like, alright, so I think this would be one of his better sets. Obviously, the other option is Choice Specs. Right? And you get Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Leaf Storm. Ain't nobody using no damn Chloroblast to lose half their health. You know, there's only one reason you use Chloroblast, and I'll talk about it in a sec. But this, you definitely use Terra Blast. You for sure use Terra Blast. You can run Modest or Timid allows you to outspeed Pokemon like Scarf base 80s, which I think is pretty cool. So I think it's nice. Obviously, one thing that looks really good here is Terra Fire or Ice. Ice allows you to hit Grass. Fire allows you to hit Grass too. So I think both are good. Dude, I'd much rather Leaf Storm. I'm literally Specs Rotom Mo. Look at this set, especially if I run Modest. If I run Modest, I'm just a bad Specs Rotom Mo with more speed, right? So it's not bad. I have more HP and more speed. So obviously, I think this would be fine as well in lower tiers. It's like a super Jolteon. It's actually like a Jolteon with coverage. Okay, it's a better Jolteon. You guys happy about that? It's a better Jolteon. Everybody happy now? Better Jolteon. There you go. Why did I put Thunder? Oh my god. Thunderbolt. So better Jolteon there. And of course you have the last set that I think will be good. What the hell why don't you get those moves? Like, it gets Reflect, but it doesn't get Light Screen. Well, I mean, obviously you got the go-to, right? Tom Volt Switch. In lower tiers, you got the Damp Rock. Things like that. I've probably been on to get my so probably. Sub Leechy Agility Electro Ball is funny. You can I think Explosion's fine, but I think that Chloroblast is cool too. So you can die to give yourself more turns. To give you a strong type of thing. You can also do Yeah, there's other options. You can mess around with Electro Ball if you want. Stun Spore is a cool option too. It's not going to be F. Why would this be F tier? F tier is going to be one Pokemon, and I can tell you which one it is. It's Avalugg. There is zero reason why this mon's going to be F tier. Specifically because of this. This is D. This is D. Anybody using loaded dice ability. This is not F tier. It is a fast subseeder, which is already annoying as enough as it is. And it's a good specs user. It's all good. Straight up haters in the chat, but no big deal. Actually, there's potentially more F tiers. And this one, Senior, I don't think so. there might be another F tier. It's coming up. All right, let's look at word here. I don't think this will be. I think this is a fine D tier. Hate comes from a place of love. Well, you need to use that love somewhere else. Put you down here. I'll put you down there. I'll put you down there, but you're probably here realistically. But I'll put you here because I want to give you some friends. All right, word here. Man, this Mon had so much potential, dude. It had so much potential. The only good thing about this Mon is Stantler and a Violet and Little Cub. Dude, like, I don't know, man. Sideshow Bass is nice. 100% chance to raise a user's defense. Combine. Trick Room as a user. Like, I guess you could use Combine Stored Power, but like, I feel like, why would I use this over Farigarath? Besides Intimidate, maybe? I just don't like this, dude. Terra Blast fighting, most likely. Or Fairy. Probably fighting just for the special coverage. Get the defensors with that. Like, if I end up doing this, let's say I end up doing this, right? Because obviously this is a potential. This is just Farigarath. This is literally just Farigarath. And Farigarath... Chris, thank you for gifting 10 subs. It's very kind of you. What the hell? A lot of love today, guys. Appreciate it. Much love. Like, this is just Farigarath, but this definitely has... Sub-disable could work, I guess. Much love, dude. I'm not a fan. Sideshow Bash is weak, too. And it's 90 accuracy, which is whack. Much love, dude. Thank you. We actually hit over 600 now. Thank you. Hey, now we can go to our next goal and actually get an emo. Much love, fam. This deer is bad, man. Like, it was one of my favorite Pokemon in Legends of Arceus 2, but damn. I do think this set though has a lot of potential. This set in particular though sounds pretty interesting. Like, let's say a speed tier is like Corviknight, so I'll put a little bit over Corviknight. Put that Seismic Toss, can't be beat HP. Raise that defense. Like, I do think, and the interesting thing about this is that Terra Blast is actually Stab prior to Terra evolving. Terra evolving. Yep, that's what we're calling it now. It doesn't get body press. Oh, Bash is fucking physical, right? In this too. Oh my god, dude, it's even worse than I thought. It's not that bad. Like this, but like Rigarath could do it better. Oh my god, dude. I kept forgetting because of the way they changed moves in the other game. Dude, this is F tier. How you have 105? All they had to do was make one of the 105 speed. Just make it speed, dude. Give it speed. Because then, even if you don't have Swords Dance, I could still make use of that. I guess you could do this, though. What, Terra Fairy? This isn't bad, though. Like, this is not... I'm not going to use a stupid AV set that Random Battles gives me and never gives me the right coverage. A Violet Stantler sounds a lot of it fine. But like, something like this could be fine. Like a Fizz Death variant, it's whatever. But I don't think it's going to be that great. Choice Band obviously can work with side bat. Not really, though. Double-edged side bat. Like, why would I use this? And Trick Room is an option. Yeah, I'll be a viable Trick Room user for your team. Just give it Earthquake. Side Shield. Type of thing. Whatever, support last move. Chris, leave word here alone. He tries, but yo, it's one of my favorite mons. Appreciate the super chat, by the way. It's one of my favorite mons for Scarlet and as Legends Arceus, but still, I'm not gonna Thunder Wave them on Trick Room, fam. I can't bring myself to do that. Like some Hypnosis trash could work too. Sorry, bud. All right. Curse. It learns Curse. Oh, shoot. You little liar. You little liars, eh? Curse actually could have salvaged this mon. Damn it. Where do you guys see Curse? Salt Cure would have been good on this Pokemon. Skill swap and intimidate yourself. That's how I feel when I use this. Yeah, the best thing about Word here is that a Violet Stantler exists. And that mon's going to Giraffe rig it up. That mon's literally going to Giraffe rig it. It's literally going to Giraffe rig it up. Without the weakness to Dark. And Bug. Anyway, F tier. Arcanine. I'm going to tell you right now, Arcanine's A tier. I don't give a damn what anybody says. Hisuian Arcanine is going to be one of the best wall breakers in the tier. I'm tired of people saying, oh, I'm going to spit some water on it. Just stop. Just stop. You know a Pokemon has an insane amount of weaknesses? It has an insane amount of weaknesses and is one of the best defensive Pokemon of all time? Tyranitar. This mon has an insane amount of weaknesses and is literally one of the best defensive Pokemon of all time. But we're not using Arcanine defensively. It has Rock Head and Choice Band, and we are head smashing, and we are flare blitzing. And we are close combating. And I swear, if any of you say use Wild Charge with its shitty 90, it's shitty 90 power, I'm gonna shoot the computer. Can we drop some shoot the computer emotes down below? Please. Can we just shoot the computer? Drop some emotes down below. Wild Charge is terrible. It is weaker. It is weaker on 4 times effective Pelipper than Head Smash is. Okay? And guy like me is going to tear a rock and I'm going to kill stuff. That is what I'm going to do. You're going to put Extreme Speed as your last one. And that's how we're playing the game. That's what we're doing right now. You could definitely go Terra Fighting for close combat or Terra Normal for Extreme Speed. But yeah, Wild Charge is just straight up god awful. You could use Double Edge too, but you want Extreme Speed. I don't think you need Psychic Fangs, my friend. It is 12:53. 12:53. Let me actually touch the wifey. One more hour to be safe. Okay. Yeah, Double Edge is funny. Just want to have all moves. Let me find it. Arcanine, Hisuian. Let's give that boy a Rock Terra. Let's give that boy 252. Let's go Head Smash. Oh my god, I love this mon so much. Yeah, it can work. Only halfway. Make it +1 because of the Choice Band. Yeah, get wrecked the Bomb Snow. FizzDef Pex. Terra Rock on 79.80. Not bad. +1. Just gonna make it adamant. I'm about to go for big damage. That's FizzDef Pex, by the way, guys. 86. 86 to 101 on fully FizzDef Toxapex. The Bozo gets 2-shot 2. 63 to 75 on fully FizzDef, and on the Spadef variants that run Curse, 86 to 102. Yep. And obviously Flare Blitz is strong too. This is an A rank Pokemon. It might even be S. The only reason, and obviously you can get this thing in with Chilly Reception and Volt Switch and U-Turn. So it's a good mon. Like, yes, I know it dies to Earthquake. Yes, I know it dies to Water Move. Don't bring it in on those. It's kind of, you know. Nah, Mike, I'm not. I don't plan on playing the game. Not really interested. But yeah, A tier for me. Might even be S. But S is gonna be. It's typing. Typing don't matter, dude. You bring it in. You voted ban on Champal. Hell no. I'm voting no ban on Champal. I just got Rex today, actually. Yeah, I'm most likely voting no ban. I got Rex today. I think A's fair just because this mon doesn't come in as great. Yeah, I hope he's not banned too. But yeah, I'm putting A. Yeah, typing literally doesn't matter in offensive threat. It's our first offensive rock fire that has good speed that doesn't need to be aqua jetted by a Dragapult in VGC. All right, Ursaluna, that's another demon. Oh my god, that's another demon. Your last specs will be broken on even little baby Basculin. It might. It literally might. All right, Ursaluna, the go. Obviously, now I'm gonna be real. In random battles, it doesn't seem that great, but random battles is stupid and doesn't give you Swords Dance. So, Earthquake or Headlong Rush is fine, and then you can run Fire Punch as well. Obviously, if you want to really kill Corviknight, want a bit of attack. The strongest Guts user we've ever had. A little bit of speed for Corvi, you know, breaking that speed barrier. You know, a little bit for Pelipper that runs a little bit of speed type thing. You know what I'm saying? A little defense. This mon's a damn demon. You also want to have a little bit of fun. It gets Trailblaze too. It gets close combat. It also gets Belly Drum. So it's just going to be a demon like that. I think that offensively this mon's going to be great. I don't even think the Terra matters. But if you do want to care about Terra, like, you know, just turn yourself into a Suicune. Turn yourself into Swords Dance Suicune. I think Headlong Rush and Earthquake are both fine. I think both will literally kill everything. Oh, you know what? There you go. Go ahead and smash Great Tusk. Go ahead and smash Great Tusk every single time. Every single time, go ahead and smash Great Tusk. Every single time. Obviously, it also gets Bulk Up, right? Nah, it doesn't beat me. Who beats me? I'm Bug type. Ain't beating me. Nah, it hasn't been banned. Ranked it. Flying's fine too, yeah. I just don't want to die to Rotom. But I mean, if you could also run Jolly. I think Jolly has its means purposes too to be faster than Rotom. You get a worse one, but of course there's also Bulletproof, which I think has a good set with Assault Vest. I think Bulletproof Assault. I think Assault Vest in general in this Pokemon with a bunch of moves could be really good too. I think that Bulk Up has a ton of potential with Guts, especially because this thing has base 80 and then 130. Like, you can easily do. Shoot, I do like sub Bulk Up. Like something like this. And then just run like the rest doesn't really matter. I don't think the rest of the set matters. I think bulk. What do you think about Violet Ursaluna? I think it's nasty as hell. Bulletproof Powerball, yeah. Focus Blast, etc. Protect Bulk Up can work too. I think this mon is A or S rank personally. High A, low S type of thing. And the only reason I'm not putting it in high S is because Random Battles gives me a warped perspective of this Pokemon. But yeah, Rush Talk can obviously be nasty too. Yeah, so like I'm gonna give it S for now, but it's not gonna be on the same as the others in my opinion. Sub kind of weird because you want to get status. Sub is just to avoid Salt Cure. You could also run Covert Cloak on that set too, and just forget Sub. I think Covert Cloak is completely fine on that too. Because what else would be above it? Oh, there's a few mons on the tier that would be above it. Yeah, it is. Pro thinks he's Melmetal. Alright, so I'm going to rank both of these guys together, actually, at the same time. Which one do I want to rank first? Therian. Enamorus Therian, I think. Therian. Sorry. What's wrong with me? Enamorus Therian. Alright. Basculin its own tier is funny. Alright, so I mean, there's a few things with this one. We already know we get Sewer Power. So obviously the Sewer Power set. I like Enamorus' design. I actually like the turtle one a little bit more. What up, Seps? How you doing, fam? I like the turtle one a little bit more. But yeah, this Contrary is really nice. Obviously, getting the boost on that. This one on Contrary I think is really, really nice too. Obviously, it also has Play Rough as well. This money gets so much stock, dude. Wait, why am I Super Power? So like my Super Power, Play Rough, Taunt, Substitute set sounds really strong, right? Like something like this sounds very, very strong. Taunt to block anything. Like this sounds very strong. And then obviously you have the Life Orb or Specs. I'll put Life Orb or Choice Specs here. But of course you can be Calm Mind and then, you know, be your Moonblast, Mystical Fire, Earth Power type of thing. Obviously you could also put what's that thing called? The Springtide? No, I'm not gonna use Springtide on any of this mon ever. Why would I use this when I got the best damn move in the game, aka Moonblast? Oh, thank you for subbing to the channel. Thank you for subbing to the channel, right? So you got that, you got Earth Power. You could also use like this. Obviously, Specs can work too. Where is my Hurricane? Specs can work too. Trying to think about the other option. Focus Blast, here it is. So Focus Blast, something like this. Specs could work. It also gets, like, it's a good mid-ground. Like this could obviously work too. I also think that I put Choice Scarf here, but it was supposed to be Specs. But I also think Choice Scarf with we'll keep that, but like Healing Wish could work too. And I also think that a Calm Mind fast sub Calm Mind Draining Kiss, maybe Mystical Fire over Earth Power type of set could work too with leftovers. It's not the bulkiest Pokemon obviously, but it's fast and it has strong stats. So yes, you get the evasion raise because of Contrary. So you bring it on Corviknight. So you bring in the physical set on Corviknight's Defog. You sub up as they die because they can't do crap, and then you start Sewer Power and raise your attack and defense. Like this. No, Orb is good too. I said Orb or Specs. I think both are completely fine. Does it have Recovery? Draining Kiss. That's about it. So this one I think is like high A to S tier, right? I think this one's high A to S tier. This is Melmetal fodder, but Melmetal can't come in. First off, you can easily do something like this, right? Terrafire. You can easily run something like this, right? Terrafire. So Terrafire, or like Terra Steel, or like Pure Fairy. Obviously, the Underwear Boys will be annoying, which is why Earth Power is an option for it too. So those are basically your options right there. But yeah, I think this is an A. I think this is an A, high A type of thing. on this one in particular, low S. I'll modify them after. Terra Ground is fine too. Terra Fire won't die to Banded Bash if you've got the +1 and +1. Yeah, Sludge Bomb can work too. Obviously, you can Moonblast them as well. So, Terra Fight can also work too. Now let's look at this one. This one's weird, right? I think this one is the one where it has Overcoat, so it can't put Sleep, which is nice. So this is definitely the one you can run like Calm Mind, Earth Power, Draining Kiss type of set, right? And I think Sub for sure can work on this one more defensively oriented. And obviously, Skelly is 168, so I'd probably run a bit of speed for Skeletors, and by a bit of speed, I mean damn near all of it, right? And then like something like Terra Ground, I think on this could easily be fine, right? So something like this, I could see definitely not being terrible, and especially because the Earth Power should 2-hit KO Skeletors. Obviously, he think Etourkiss is funny. Obviously, this is more lower. The other option on this is, I want to also say Tailwind can work on this on offenses, but the other option on this is just like a slow specs for lower tier, right? A slow wall for lower tier. I do think Calm Mind. I do think, you know, like Healing Wish support. Iron Defense could be interesting. It doesn't have stored power, but like a Taunt Calm Mind set could also work too. Like something like this. You could put AV on it, but I don't know. Boots obviously is good too. Yes. Boots is obviously a good option as well on this guy too. Which is when you can run Taunt on this thing as well. So, dropping out of high school to become a pro VGC player, is it smart? Yeah, fam. You know, maybe in 30 years you could earn enough to buy some Pokemon packs. But yeah, I think something like this can work. I think that like this will be on Trick Room. It can be pretty cool because it has really strong stuff. I do just think like a just straight up Life Orb or a mixed attacker set can be really nasty too, right? I'm like, bro. Something like this on Fashion Everything has a ton of special attack, right? Like, the difference between this and this one is this one probably almost always running Timid. This one can afford to run Modest because it's slow as hell. So, like, choice specs in the lower tier, you can easily just run, like, all these moves. It gets the exact same thing. You got the Mystical Fire. You got Sludge Bomb if you want. Like, something like this. Easily. Yeah. And I'm sure we'll see Nasty Plot eventually. So, this one, though, is probably, like, a B tier at best. And, like, a low B tier. I think it'd be in a higher tier than these guys. Though Qwilfish you could argue for. But I think this one's, like, a low B, in my opinion. It's definitely a low B. Yeah, Leonard does get Nasty Plot. Alright, so we got Avalugg here. And the Avalugg is gone. So, we have Let me give Avalugg a little bit of respect. Let me give Avalugg a little bit of respect. Listen, man. Big small strong jaw. I like that. I'll play Cap in Gen 9 for sure. Good defense. It's just come on, dude. Ice and Rock is the worst defense type in the game. Now, granted, you can Terra into a fighter or a fairy or whatever. That's fine. Now, it does have Mountain Gale, which is 30% chance to make the target flinch. Now, the problem is, you got to be faster than your opponent to make the target flinch. So, on Trick Room, in BGC, I'm sure my homie is gonna scare everybody. I'm sure everybody gonna be flinching at this thing. Like, bro, it's the Rock Titanic. Yeah, 85 accuracy is beautiful. Let me read up Mountain Gale real quick. Yeah, I mean, VGC is fine. 85 accuracy is kind of trash, right? You get the strong jaw boost on crunch, which is nice. You get the Ice Fang isn't bad because you that boost, right? You get your Stone Edge. They should give this thing Stone Edge. You get your Mountain Gale. It's gonna be. I'm sorry. Like if this thing was like ground, if it was ground type, ground ice like Mamoswine, it'd have a place. Yeah, it's Rock Slide for ice types. During Pokemon Home, they'll be here. Curse Body Press with the right Terra could work. I'm sure I'll have VGC usage. It's Ice move. Mountain Gale's Ice. Yeah, dude, like, what's the point? It just flinches my opponent. What was there? But yeah, if this had been like Ice Ground, I think it'd be a lot better. All right, Overqwil. I'll put Overqwil in the B, the high B. Now, that's where I personally think Overqwil will be. Overqwil is fantastic, right? Obviously, it's Qwilfish. On Swift Swim teams, it's going to be nasty. On Swift Swim teams, it's going to be hella nasty. You got the same set as Qwilfish, right? You got the Swords Dance. You got the Crunch. You got the Liquidation. You got the Gunk Shot. This is going to be... I love that we have a viable Swift Swim user that is not a Water type. Move over Beartic, all right? We got a viable Swift Swim user. I mean, Pokemon with worst defense type in the game, not bad. Let's make it a slow defensive monk. And obviously, you have your Liquidation on Rain. So this is going to be really strong on Rain, in my opinion. I actually think Terra, Water, or Dark is going to be really cool. Very good. Like, just overall, very good. You know what's funny? This compared to Qwilfish. Same base speed, which is why it's same. Like, which is why I think they both can work. Obviously, so I think on Rain it's going to be amazing. I also think that, again, just Intimidate. I'm going to go Leftovers over the what's it called? Over Black Sludge, even though it's my favorite item, just because you could Terra here. And I do think that Terra defensively with like a Fairy typing could work. I think that Terra defensively with Water can all work. And like on the defensive set, you'd run like Spikes, Bar Barrage, which is really nice. Like a fast Bar Barrage set. Then Crunch. And then just easy Taunt. Right? I feel like that's an easy taunt. And likewise, yeah, Bar Barrage is back. So likewise, like a really defensive set. Likewise, you can also run Banded with the Aqua Jet set. You can also run Terra Blast Fairy, which would be cool for initial on fighters and stuff, but I don't think you need that with Dark. Poison Dark is beautiful. Toxic Spike, yeah. Toxic Spike was the other spike you could run, of course. Destiny Bond Lead. It can do the exact same thing as Qwilfish, just stronger. Is my big thing. It's just has so many good moves, dude. I'm sure in lower tiers, sub Bar Barrage sounds insane, by the way. Like get in on like a Thunder Wave or something like this. Like a substitute set with that taunt. Doesn't have the best special attack to run Hex. Haze can work as well defensively. Poison Jab can obviously work too if you want to run the Poison Point ability. So that's a 51% chance, I believe, to Poison with Poison Jab when you combine Poison Point plus Poison Jab's effect. MRP. No, not an OU. I'm not looking at OU. From this set, I'm looking at if you use it in lower tiers. In OU, I think you'd run Swords Dance on Rain. Almost always. And I do think that Bar Barrage is kind of nice, but you probably have to pair it with like Ring Target. This would be like I don't think Overqwil stays OU. I think it's an A rank mon. Or actually, that's why I put it as a B rank mon. That's why I put it as B rank. I think that it's gonna have usage on Rain and OU, and that's it. But I think in lower tiers, the Bar Barrage sets and the Spike sets are just as good as Swords Dance sets. So that's why I put it in B rank over A. A is what I think is going to be OU or extremely good in OU. This one has usage potentially in OU, but I don't think it's going to be the breaker that it could be. Now, freaking amazing Pokemon though. Oh, let me look at this TikTok my wife sent me. Hold up. Why doesn't it let me open it regularly? Yeah, poison. Ah, shoot. I read it wrong. Poison point, not touch. My bad. Excuse me. So that's how they make contact with you. You always run into mate. You don't want that. On lead, though, you can use it. My bad, Young Tuss. Thank you for correcting me. I just saw what you sent me. Yeah, that's you, and I'm about to go to bed. Can you throw these out for me? Or unless you want to leave them in my little corner right here. Thank you. How are you going to rank Basculegion when there's only one form here? Oh, that's very easy. Right here. I will put you right here. That is probably the best Pokemon on this list. Basculegion is the best Pokemon on this list. I'm pretty sure Last Respect's going to be banned. Now, doesn't matter. You going to bed now? Alright, no problem. No, what they'll probably do is they end up banning Last Respects, because what they're gonna do is they're probably gonna end up banning Basculegion, and then people are gonna pull up with the Basculin, and that mon is gonna end up being nasty. No, police, I've never actually smelled really bad, but thank you. Wow. Anyway, it does get Swiss in. There's 2 sets, right? They only gave me 1 picture here, okay? So I'm just gonna talk about it. Look, like both of them are fine. Both of them are fine. Let's talk about this one though. So obviously the big thing about this Pokemon is it's gonna have Last Respects on Swift Swim, and of course you have your Wave Crash set. Where's Wave Crash? Oh, it starts with a W, duh. Yeah, Wave Crash there. You probably put Aqua Jet because it's Choice Band. Nice. Much love, fam. Yeah, no worries. And then, of course, you have Waterfall if you want. That's about it. Liquidation. There it is. So this is Floatzel on steroids. So, of course, this is great, right? Choice Band on Rain. This is all you need. Shoot. Run it with Terraghost. Do whatever you want. This one's broken. This is broken, right? Last Respects, Swift Swim, faster than... what's it called? Houndstone. Yeah, fast and Houndstone, which is pretty important. Terra Water's fine, so you don't die to Sucker Punch because you're 120 base. That's if Chien-Pao even makes it that long, right? Same thing on... Exactly. And then, of course, you have Adaptability, which you can run with Choice Scarf very easily, which is exactly what Houndstone ran, right? And literally the same set. Last Respect goes first, and then you got the Wave Crash, and then you have the Liquidation. Probably Terra Ghost on this one, just cause the strength. But of course, you could go Terra Fighting, just like Houndstone did, as a means to I'm not gonna use a damn agility set, bro. When I get the agility set in Rambats and my opponent has a Scarf one, I'm just angry. You don't have to run Sleep Talk, but Last Respect, Liquidation, and then last move, I believe you get, you could do Terra Blast if you really wanted, right? This is fine. Terra Blast allows you to knock out King Gambit. So this is good. Where would I place it after a Last Respect ban? Probably in the B area, the mid to low B area. Because it doesn't have a physical ghost move, so it can't really move besides Terra Blast, which is still good. So if Last Respects gets banned, I put it in B. Because you can still Terra and Terra Ghost with adaptability. You don't need Ice Fang for Amoonguss when you got Last Respects. And of course, so that's this one, right? This one's probably going to be banned. And of course, Choice Band. Choice Band out with adaptability is also just as good. And then you can rock with Jeff if you really want to. So this one is a threat regardless of what set it's running. This is going to be S tier. They're going to try and ban Last Respects. If that doesn't work, they're going to ban Basculegion. And then we're going to prove to them that Basculin's going to be broken too with Terra Ghost Last Respects. And then they're going to say, okay, wait. So it's actually not the Pokemon that are broken. It is the Last Respects move that goes up 300 base power. Who knew? Now they know. And I know that Finch wants to do that as well. So, yeah, Terra Fighting. You don't need ice coverage at all. Last Respects. Every single time your Mon dies, it's already 100. You don't. Every ice move this Mon gets is weak. But of course, let's look at the other Basculin too. So this one is a special version of it. with adaptability, and the difference would be that choice specs, right? And it can run Hydro Pump, Shadow Ball, Hex, depending on the team, and Ice Beam. That's basically it, right? And to be honest, you don't even need Ice Beam, really. I just run Surf. I literally run double stab every single time. I'm surprised fighting in normal Terra. What do you mean? Fighting Terra allows you to live the hit from King Gambit and kill them back. Yep, I think Combine. Yeah, see, the thing is, if I'm talking about if Last Respects gets banned, I think the special one gets really good too. And obviously this one just still, even if Last Respect gets banned, right? You just run Terra Ghost on this one. Just so you have Ghost Stab. And this is basically Mr. Craw, but faster. It's a B1, I think, if Last Respects gets banned. And I will say, of course, obviously the female version can also run Combine. Wait, they didn't give it Combine? I thought it had Combine in Legends Arceus. Oh, I swear it had Combine in Legends Arceus. Maybe I'm confused. Was Combine even in Legends Arceus? Yeah, it definitely was. I did it. Whatever. Anyway, it's S rank. It's S rank for sure. And it's high S rank. It is high S rank. Straight up high S rank. Yeah, no Combine here. So it got nerfed a little bit, but you know, no big deal. No big deal. Okay, so let's go Lilligant-Hisuian. Oh yeah, it's strong as hell. It's still strong as go. Oh yeah, dude, I want my Ice Beam on Gardevoir back. The speed has always been off-putting. It's about its ability to tank hits and just get a kill when it comes in. I think Ursaluna can actually be A tier, to be honest, but I think S tier is completely fine too. So, alright, this mon freaking always gives me the worst set in random battles. But obviously, the big thing is Victory Dance, raises the attack speed, you know, attack, defense, and speed by 1, which is nice. And then you get that off, you just close combat them. You Ice Spinner them. Hello? Where's my... Didn't this dude have Leaf Blade? Didn't this dude have Leaf Blade in Legends Arceus? Am I blind? Oh, I'm blind. I'm blind. Okay, I'm blind. I couldn't see. You guys couldn't find Leaf Blade either, right? Where the hell was Leaf Blade? Why is Leaf Blade not here? How the hell is Leaf Blade down here? Who did this? Why is C-Bomb better? Leaf Blade is 90 base power now. It's not what it was in... Why the hell is Leaf Blade in Usually Useless? Anyway. So, obviously, this is good. And if you're a demon, you can do it with this. No. So, you can do it like Wide Lens. I do think that Focus Sash has some viability, too. Life Orb is good too, and if you don't want to run, if you want to run it in Sun instead of running Leaf Blade, you can run Solar Blade. You can also do, where is that move? Swords Dance as well in the Sun. If you don't want to run Victory Dance, you could definitely do Swords Dance. Obviously, with Screens is what I'm thinking that the other one's going to be really good with. I think the big thing is that this Pokemon is going to miss a lot. I like Terra Fighting. Kill Corviknight at +2. With Swords Dance, right? You can definitely do something with Acro. Yeah, why the hell is Leaf Blade and Usually Useless? One of the best damn moves in the game. Yeah, I already put Wide Lens on it before. That was on the other set. But not bulky, really fast though, which is a big thing. I think just straight up attacking with this. And also, I want to mention that it does have Sleep Powder too. So you could try and set up with that as well. It's good. I think that if it misses, it sucks. But I do think that on some sets, like Focus Sash is straight up setup. Victory Dance on HOs, like on straight up hyper offenses, it's worth risking that chance of missing because that's how you do that damn damage, right? That real damage. Very expensive V12. It can't touch Golden Go, which I mean is okay right here because you can just Terra over Ice Spinner, Terra Dark, Terra Ground, Terra Fire is okay too. Well, Sleep Powder isn't affected by Hustle. It's only attacks, like physical attacks. Nobody's gonna run an axe skill on this thing. You're actually insane. I do think Scarf with Healing Wish can do things too. Overall, I think it's a strong. This mon won me the game in Legends Arceus, but I want to say that yeah, Terrafire and Sun exactly. So Victory Dance, Terrafire with like Chlorophyll, either Focus Sash or Life Orb or whatever it is. Like I think this is really really good in Sun. I mean, you should do the YouTube stuff first before you drop out, my friend. Still the way shit got Victory Dance. Agreed. You know what? I agree completely with you. I don't think this is an S tier mon. I think specifically because of its best ability is Hustle. I think it's a very good Sun Sweeper, physical, which is nice. Torkoal is great as a Sun Setter. I'll put it A, mainly because of missing. Koraidon and Ubers will be cool too. Honestly, it could be high B, low A type of thing. But this is mainly because if it misses, this mon is not fantastic. Right? But I do want to note that you do not have to set up with this Pokemon either. Kirby, thank you for the chat. You can obviously simply run Choice Band with Close Combat, Terra Blast, whatever, and then run Ice Spinner, right? The move is too new? Oh, the move is, you think it's better than Arcanine? Arcanine has better accuracy on all of its moves. Literally all of them. But like definitely a Choice Band set could work too. So, yeah. Okay, I'm loving this mon. Well, do I want to talk about this mon? Or do I want to talk about Sneasler yet? Trying to think. I'll talk about Sneasler first. Alright. I love Sneasler. Like, obviously, the set that we... Whoops. White Herb. Obviously, that Unburdened set looks really good, right? With Swords Dance. Close Combat. Acro. And in my opinion, if you were playing this thing in OU, instead of Poison Jab, you'd use Night Slash or Fire Punch. Right? Use Night Slash or Fire Punch, in my opinion. If you were playing this for an Unburdened Sweeper, because you want to be able to hit the ghosts like Golden Go. So I'm going to put Night Slash for now. So something like this with Terra, basically Hawlucha at home. Literally Hawlucha at home because we get in this during Pokemon Home. So Hawlucha at home, right? Fast as hell, strong as hell. So this is a set you can run, obviously on just regular Swords Dance sets as well. Can just run Close Combat, Gunk Shot. Or Poison Jab, or Dire Claw if you want. But think about, like, Dire Claw is really good. Actually, let's put Dire Claw. We'll put Dire Claw because it's better than Poison Jab. So Dire Claw, I didn't realize they buffed it to 80. It was 65 in Legends Arceus. Yeah, it is. And absorbs T-Spike. So Dire Claw, Swords Dance, Gunk Shot, whatever. And of course, you can run like Fire Punch for that, or you can run Night Slash as well. So like, and this can obviously run like Life Orb, or because it's a spike-driven metagame, you can run the heavy duty boots, even though it's not weak to hazards, but it like isn't like Weavile was. So boots obviously is good too. And then you have like, you know, choice. Snailstrom, can you get the hell away from me? Excuse me, I'm trying to evolve you. We got that choice band set with the poison touch. I think poison touch is going to be key on this Pokemon. I have no idea why they buff triple arrows. Close combat. I'm going to put Dire Claw on this. But obviously Gunk Shot's good too. And then very similar thing. You can run U-turn. So these are obviously given. I think these are all a given. A Gunk Shot for sure is an option as well. Like I said. If you don't want to run Dire Claw. And then your last one. You either go Night Slash or Golden Go. You go Switcheroo just to cripple stuff. It won't hit Golden Go though. So obviously you run Night Slash on this one as well. Yep. Poison Touch can make U-turn poison as well. So like you U-turn on something like Great Tusk coming in and they get poison, which is really nice. You Dire Claw on it and it can potentially 50% chance to sleep, poison, or paralyze is beautiful, right? I just think that's worse. Every single time you use it, it has a 50% chance to poison, paralyze, or sleep. Like that's a good thing, right? If Dragon Ball comes in on a Dire Claw because it resists and I paralyze that mon, it's gone, right? And then obviously, in terms of other things it can do, Toxic Spike offensive sets can work. Bulk Up can work too. Like a lead type of thing. You can definitely run like Taunt as well. You can run U-turn. Has Trailblaze for speed, but I don't think you really need to do that. You can run Home Claw as Gunk Shot. Dire Claw is so good. This is a super high A for me. Fire Punch is an option as well. This is super high A. I don't think it's an immediate S rank immediately, but I think it's the highest of A. Personally, I think it's the highest of A, and either if it's not the highest of A, it's the lowest of S. I can't think it's of it as an immediate S rank just because of the amount of good ghosts we have in the metagame, but the fact that it can poison everything with its move is really, really nasty. I think it's a super, it doesn't really get walled by Dondozo, because if you run like Terra Fighting, Banded Close Combat, and you hit Dondozo, and then you poison them as well with your Poison Touch, 30%, you beat them. Dire Claw right there. What you mean? No Dire Claw. I literally have Dire Claw on the set. Yeah, sorry, Pokemon Legendaries. Dire Claw sub sounds pretty cool too. I think Bulk Up can work as well. This thing has so many options, and I love that we have like Switcheroo, Taunt, Terra Blast. Like, it just has good options. Not to mention it learns, I was gonna say Thief. It's not Thief. Give this thing Knockoff and it'll be perfect. Why do you stream so late? It's the perfect time for me, but I assume most reviewers are from USA. It's very late for them. No, it's just I'm busy. I'm literally busy during the day. Like, I can't always stream during the day. So I stream when I sit down. Does it get Sucker Punch? I don't think it gets Sucker Punch. Dude, that's a freaking nasty ability, dude. Dire Claw, and you couple that with Poison Touch is insane. So there's a good chance you're basically... It's more in your favor to status your opponent just at least with Poison every single turn. Yeah, like I can do earlier streams on weekends sometimes, but like I'm just not able to. It's like tomorrow I'm gone from my house from 5 till 11, and then I gotta do videos in the morning. I got appointments. I gotta clean up. Yeah, it's kind of nice. People like the ranking. Like, hey, much love. Poison Jab sub protect seems obnoxious. Why not Dire Claw over Poison Jab? T-Knowledge. It's the same exact power as Poison Jab and has a 50% chance to do sleep, or all the other stuff. I feel like that's just one of the... Welcome to the Euro-friendly streams crazy, considering it is the morning of the morning for them. I'm not sure if you'll be able to evolve it in the other one besides. So, no. The way Sleep Claws would work with it on Showdown is that they wouldn't... You think Sneasel gets banned by day 3? That's kind of wild. I don't think it gets banned. I think it's going to be real good. Dude, if Chi-Yu and Chien-Pao and Palafin and all them took forever to get banned, why would this one get banned? Alright, let's talk about Kleavor next. I don't know. I have it super high, like leading the A tier. in my opinion. Morning. Yeah, I think Palafin will get. Yeah, dude, that's the best part about Kleavor. Alright, so forget Swarm, forget Sheer Force. You want to look at Sharpness, right? And Sharpness is really, really nice because it boosts his signature move, which is Stone Axe. So it boosts it, right? 1.5 times. So it's actually a good damn move. And it sets up Stealth Rock at the same time. So it's a 97.5, so 97 base power move. And it sets up Stealth Rock. And like you can run this on Choice Band. And of course you have the close combat. You got the U-turn. Like, it's fast as hell too. It is fast as hell. One of the best damn moves in the game. Offensive move that sets up Stealth Rock. Insane. I don't have a picture of that one though. I mean, you can even run X Scissor. Isn't X Scissor considered a cutting move? Wouldn't that make X Scissor 120? Terra Fighting is obviously amazing on this. Excuse me. Dude. Yep. I'm assuming you will be able to evolve them, yep. Exactly. So if X is boosted, you could run that. But I think the superior option is Night Slash. I literally think the superior option is Night Slash because you hit Golden Go and it's also Sharpness boosted. So I think this is one of its best sets. Personally. Rock Fighting is amazing. Terrakion, obviously. You have U-turn for the momentum. And then you have Night Slash to hit Golden Go. I think this is great. You can obviously make a case for Swords Dance plus... I think this one's really good too, obviously, with heavy-duty boots. Yep. You can even run Assault Vest, as mentioned in the chat, and do the exact same thing. And set up Stealth Rock with your Assault Vest mod. Like, there's so much you can do with this. Swords Dance is a little overkill? Oh, no. No, my friend. You can't say Swords Dance is overkill, and then we have Pokemon like Chienpao running around. Swords Dance is how you sleep. Bug Stab. We got Bug Stab right here. I don't think you need Bug Stab. Bug is... Yeah, Scissor got close combat. So you don't need Bug Stab on Swords Dance. If you look at the OU... Excuse me. If you look at the OU tier, ain't nothing you need Bug Stab for that Stone Axe, Close Combat, and Night Slash will hit. Literally nothing. Because Rock and Fighting is damn near perfect coverage unless your name is Golurk or Claydol. And then you have Night Slash for the Golden Go. So, like, basically, bug coverage isn't necessary. Hello, Mareep. So, yeah, you go Terra Fighting. Or, if you want to make sure that you live like Golden Goes, Make It Rain. Obviously, Terra Steel is an option too. And, of course, the all-around Terra Water to live everything from everywhere. I definitely think you want Night Slash. It's literally going to be 105 base power. There's no reason not to have Night Slash because of Sharpness. So this mon is super good. I think it's an A tier Pokemon. I don't know if it's above this mon because I think it depends on Hustle. Because this mon, again, because Lilligant's always dependent on chance. The problem with Exeter is I cannot think of a reason why you would want. Now, if, for example, if Kleavor falls down to UU, you do not have to run Night Slash because there's no Golden Go there. And then you could run X-Scissor. Sure. They're both really good, Crystallize. Exactly. It's faster than Golden Go as well. So, like, the Jolly set. So, like, I put it... Yeah, again, the reason I can't put Lilligant higher is because of... Dude, Wide Lens Hustle is not even that good. It's 1.1. Yeah, I guess 88's fine. You know how many Dracos I missed in my life? I still think Lilligant being dependent on Hustle is big, and I also don't think Wide Lens is the best item for it. Considering Focus Sash gives it the actual opportunities to set up, and it doesn't have a lot of free opportunities to click Swords Dance anyway. Like, that mon ain't even beating Great Tusk. Wide Lens does need a buff. I was saying, so like I feel like this, again, I can only in good conscience put this Pokemon here because of the fact that it has Hustle. And that all of its best moves, but I think that on Sun it'll be really good. Yeah. So this is what I'm looking at right now, personally, in terms of how good they are. I think based on this, though, I'll move Sneasler up to A, just because it's looking a little crowded here, and I can see Sneasler just being insane in this Night Slash kill Cress. No, that's why in lower tiers, I think, Nick, you would just run X, you'd run X Scissor, but you got to also remember, Cress is probably just going to Terra Poison or something and beat you. So I'll end up doing this in terms of how I think it'll be. So, Zoroark. Yeah, you can run Chlorophyll without Victor Dance, but +1 attack isn't going to do a lot for this mon. Zoroark-Hisui. Didn't they lower its stats even more? Like, didn't they make this guy 55? I swear they nerfed it even more. I'll just base 60 now? What am I thinking of? Dude got bounce in his arsenal. Alright, so this mod, one of the best. It doesn't matter if it's too slow. It doesn't matter if it's too slow. It hits hard. Like, it literally does not matter. It's a strong guts Pokemon that's almost impossible to switch into. And the metagame doesn't kill it in one hit. So this mod, obviously, Bitter Malice, 100% chance to lower the Pokemon's attack. They freaking messed up its... They literally messed up its signature move, right? So that's really trash for it. They messed up its signature move. This move used to be able to freeze. They messed up its signature move. 100% chance to lower the opponent's attack is trash, right? Okay, it's not trash on any other Pokemon, but with a Pokemon with 60 defenses and HP is trash. They really nerfed the hell out of that move, which is really annoying. Obviously, you run Shadow Ball. I'm just saying what Bitter Malice was. Yeah, it used to be a good Hex that can freeze. It literally was a good move. I don't know why they nerfed it. It was a broken move. But you got Shadow Ball. Focus Blast. Flamethrower. I mean, it was broken, to be fair. So like a spec set where you bluff what you're going to run, right? So like, for instance, it still has Illusion, right? So I lead Great Tusk and they lead Corviknight and they think they're safe to U-turn out because I can't do crap. Oh no, I'm Zoroark, I flamethrower them. So obviously you can play more Zoroark stuff while having an immunity to Ghost and an immunity to Fighting, which is pretty big, and some nice resistances. So I think that's one of the big things about this mon that helps it out a lot. I do think obviously Nasty Plot. I think Sub Nasty Plot's getting a little greedy. Yeah, it's the Annihilate Killer, literally based on typing, which is pretty nice. Like, I love that a lot. Hyper Voice is an option too, just for your regular stab. Orb. Boots. Yeah, being the Annihilate Killers, I think really... It does wall itself as well, which being that case, you might see the occasional Dark Pulse for occasional, but I don't think it's going to be that game-changing of a mon, just because they changed Bitter Malice. Had Bitter Malice been the freeze one, that is like... Yeah, Terra Blast is an option too, obviously, and it's a normal stab that you can change into something. Though I think the big thing about Zoroark is you want to keep the normal and Ghost typing, usually, on this mon. Because it's so strong and it gives you just the immunities to Fighting and the immunities to Ghost is just really good. Like, I can see this being a decent UU mon, right? I don't think it'll be OU. I don't think it'll be good in OU. Yeah. I think it'll have a niche in OU. I think it'll be, yeah, I want to keep it 30% chance to freeze. Of course I did. Or GameCube could have made it 10%, right, with Hex in general. Annihilate can totally come back. Yeah, we got the counter. Throats for Hyper Voice is interesting too. Hex sets can be pretty cool as well. U-turn. can be pretty cool as well. Has comeuppance, which is very funny. Which mons have Scrappy? You have the Decidueye and Flamigo. Yeah, Illusion's his only ability. Annihilate probably does get Night Slash, but if you're running a Night Slash on Annihilate, you're already losing the game because you're running a move that's not just good. Basically, you're giving up rest or taunt or whatever. Flamigo! Anyway. B. In my opinion. I don't think it's as good as these guys. It's definitely not as good as these guys. It's around this area. Right? Probably better than that. I would say it's about that. I think it'll be solid in UU. I think it'll be solid in RU if it falls down to that. I don't think it's... That's it. No, you're thinking about Gen 1, Victor. Why is Arcanine A, though? Because this freaking dude... I'll put it behind this. Clicks Head Smash and 2 KOs everything. But yeah. Strong as hell. What up, Flamingo? Rocket Head Smash with Slurblitz is amazing. Close combat as well. Yep. So Decidueye's next. This mod. Well, it'll be OU for the first amount of game. It also gets OHKO by everything. You know, you've seen the OU tier, right? You've seen the OU tier, right? You just don't bring it in on the fast mons. You Volt Switch and U-turn and bring it in on the slow mons. You 2 KO Great Tusk with Flare Blitz. If it's offensive, obviously you got to switch if it's offensive, right? You can head smash into something if you bring it in on Volt Switch and Peck stays in, or on Peck's coming in, or on King Gambit, or on whatever, on Grimmsnarl, you just click on damn Hatterene, you just click head smash. It's just a freaking good mon. It doesn't matter. 4 times effective mon. Let's look at the OU tier and look at how many 4 times effective mons we have. Huh. You got the #1 best mon in the tier is a freaking 4 times weak mon. Like, it doesn't... 4 times effective. Dragonite, another great fantastic mon in the tier. Right? Garchomp, another great fantastic mon in the tier. Like, it doesn't... Glimmora is probably falling down to you, I'll be completely honest. But I'm just saying, like, Iron Moth, like, Breloom is right there. 4 times effective doesn't matter as long as you're not letting the mon take the hit. It doesn't, Radwell, it doesn't, you don't let the mon take a hit, right? Breloom, for instance, is not a Pokemon you bring in on a move most of the time. But when you do get it in, you click a damn move. Yeah. It's like Tyranitar. Tyranitar, one of the greatest defensive Pokemon of all time. And the amount of weaknesses that Pokemon had is crazy. All right, let's look at the Decidueye. I'm just trying to explain. Like, you can't think about it like, oh man, it's weak to ground and water. 2 of the most common types. You're right. 100% right. If you're fast enough and you're strong enough, it doesn't matter. All right, so this mon. So we got another grass fighting. And the same one we got Lilligant, Breloom, Chestnut, etc. Now, this mon's different though because this one got Scrappy. And look at triple arrows. It has a high critical hit ratio. And a 50% chance to drop the target's defense by -1. And a 30% chance to flinch. So I'm going to tell you right now, this move is being on every set. Okay? Every damn set. This move is going to be on every damn set. And then, of course, you also have Leaf Blade. What the fuck did Leaf do? I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of this. They can't keep getting... Why is that in usually useless moves? Leaf Blade is 90 base power. How? How are they doing this? Holy crap. Also, if you guys like these ranking, let me know. Because there's a lot of things I like to rank and talk about. You guys know I love to talk. A lot of things I like to rank and talk about. So if you like these, obviously, you know, by letting me know, I'll keep doing them. So, Swords Dance obviously is an option. I'm just getting pissed off that I'm seeing that. And then you can use Shadow Sneak to hit something like, you already killed Golden Go with Scrappy. You can use Shadow Sneak to hit something like Dragapult. Obviously, if you don't care about that, Sucker Punch is also stronger for Dragapult, which is nice. I'm not going to do these obviously every day, but I enjoy that. Knockoff is a good option as well, but and I think Knockoff is better on Choice. I think that Scope Lens is kind of nasty with this. Because Scope Lens gives Leaf Blade, excuse me, a 50% chance to crit. And I believe, gives Triple Arrows a 50% chance to crit. So these moves will crit 50% of the time. And then Sucker Punch obviously will crit, you know, it's Scope Lens boosted by 1 stage. So, oh yeah, I've always been excited about Mons. I freaking love Mons, dude. You know why? It's because it's probably the only thing in life that I'm good at. So, it's what I have. I don't know if that's serious or not, but I'm going to leave that out there for you guys to decide. Reef Braid. It does get Defog as well. It does learn Roost as well for longevity. So I do think that you can do something like defensive Defog sets as well. Golden Goal is not dropping because this thing can hit it. Okay, you got to remember this thing has 95 special defense, 88. SD plus Leafage. Is a skill that pays the bills? Maybe. A point I'm lucky people watch me. But yeah, obviously, Choice Band variants can run U-Turn, Brave Bird, Shadow Sneak, Close Combat, whatever you really want to run. I do think that Triple Arrows being 90, you can still make a case for on Choice Band sets to run Close Combat, just because this can be really nice too. It gets Trailblaze as well. Yeah, that's the big thing about this Pokemon, right? Like, it's cool. It's going to come in on weaker Pokemon or more defensive Pokemon like Bozo and Tinglu and things like that. So it's not going to be coming in. It's hard to call it a solid A. I think it's actually a solid B, personally. I think it's a solid B, and that's only because of its speed tier. I'm talking about on Choice Band sets, Maverick. On Choice Band sets. Like, you can obviously run Shadow Sneak as well for the chip, or Knock. Knock's probably better, actually, on Band. So, I don't think it's an A tier. I think it's a B tier. But I think it's a really strong Pokemon. I think it has a lot of potential. And, again, my favorite thing is going to be the Scope Lens set. With Swords Dance and then Sucker. Or Shadow Sneak. Like, this is literally going to be my favorite set to run on this Mon. Just because I Swords Dance and I Leaf Blade crit, I probably Terra. Oh, that's beautiful, Brandon. I'm sure you can make Trailblaze work on like Sticky Web and stuff like that. So I do think this is a decent B tier Pokemon. Putting it like right here, personally. Yeah, I think B sounds good. Focus Energy greater than Swords Dance and Scope Lens? Does it have Focus Energy? I don't see Focus Energy. It doesn't have Focus Energy. And then you do Defog support. Ooh, Samurott's very fun. Samurott's another one of those, like, pretty decent mons, right? Because they gave it, it has its Ceaseless Edge, which is really nice. It also gets Sharpness, which is awesome because it can run Ceaseless Edge, and they gave it Aqua Cutter. So, hey! Ceaseless Edge and Aqua Cutter, so those are nice. So these are, this is 105 base power, this is 97, which is nice. And it also sets up spikes, sets up a layer of spikes. So you use it 3 times, you get that, which is really cool. Sacred Sword is also boosted as well, which is really, really sick. It also gets priority in Sucker too. Like, this mon in general, did you know that in Pixelmon, Enamorus signature move is guaranteed double boost? That's insane. Sucker Punch too. So I'm just showing you guys options in general. That Spike Stack with Sharpness is easy A, so it's low S. I would make it A if I had to do something with it. But like Adamant, Aqua Cutter, don't think you actually need. You might not even need Aqua Cutter in this tier. It's good for that. You think Razor Shell is better than Aqua Cutter? I hate missing though. I hate missing though. And it's only slightly stronger. It's 5 base power, guys. It's 5. Aqua Cutter is 100 and Aqua Cutter's 105 base power, and the other one's what, 110? 50%, yeah, but when I'm missing, bro, 95. I've used Shell Smash Barbarical for years, and before it had Liquidation, I had to use Razor Shell. This is the worst damn move of the game. Smash Drop don't matter to me. Y'all can go ahead and use Razor Shell and miss. A guy like me, I will use a nice and safe 105 base power stab Aqua Cutter and be fine. T-Knowledge, how many times have you missed a Draco Meteor? How many times have you missed an Air Slash? How many times have you missed a Razor Shell? But yeah, something like this, obviously offensively. Obviously Samurott can run Swords Dance, Ceaseless Edge, Sucker for the priority. And then whatever you want to go from there. Obviously you can run the Sacred Sword, or depending if Ferrothorn ever comes back to you, run Sacred Sword. You can run the I would never miss Aqua Cutter is fine. High crit ratio too? Shoot. Which is 12%, which is not anything crazy. Yeah, Knockoff isn't bad either. Knockoff has utility as well on sets, but you're almost always going to be clicking Ceaseless Edge because it gets up hazards. I think for the most part, you're going to be running things like this. You're going to be running things like Choice Band. And just like, that's it. Like, in my opinion, Swords Dance and Choice Band. You might see the occasional Encore. I'm sure you can see Knockoff support as well. On Choice Band, you can definitely forgo this and go Aqua Jet or Knockoff. Sash Lead, exactly. This is A for me. There's a nice little A for me. I love it. Sacred Sword killing Gambit, I think, is really nice. Also, if you use Sacred Sword plus Terra Fight, being able to ignore like the curse boost and stuff like that, I think. Yeah, Scarf is really strong. I think Scarf is really strong too for Scarf spikes. Actually, if you're running it on Scarf, if you're running Scarf, you just run Knockoff with it. So that's what you can run Knockoff with it. Yeah. I'm not using bug coverage unless it's U-turn. Stop it. Stop telling me X scissor. Since we just did 2 starters in a row, we might as well do Hisuian and Typhlosion next. Now, my guy got... They hate my boy, man. They hate my boy. What is this frisk? No. What are you doing frisking? The Twitlongers are being written. Now, I don't think Cloak would stop because it would stop the effect on them. But look, you got this homie. Obviously, you got Inferno Parade, right? 30% chance to burn, and then 2 times power. This is good, right? On specs, you'll still be fine. It'll still be fine. You got specs, so specs and Scarf can obviously be Typhlosion, right? There is excuse me. Obviously, Focus Blast because it's definitely going to end up in a lower tier, so it's going to say hi to T-Tar. And then you got Flamethrower, right? So this is your spec. This is your standard dot spec set. This is your standard dot spec set. I think the interesting set is going to be this set, though, with Calm Mind, Inferno Parade. Like something like this, I think is going to be really, really interesting. Because you basically go for status all the time and get the strong Hex on them. So, like something like this sounds really cool. And obviously Scarf sounds cool too. Heavy Duty Boots sounds alright as well. Yeah, Heavy Duty Boots is alright with Will-O-Wisp too. Excuse me. Heavy Duty Boots Calm Mind is good too. And you don't even have to use this. You can use Flame for the damage or Fire Blast. And then you can run Terra Blast or Focus Blast, obviously. So... Or you can do Wisp type of thing. Or just 4 attacks. Like, you can literally do 4 attacks as well, which I think has a lot of viability too. So I think this is completely fine. Like, this can be OU. It could be UUR, yeah. I don't know about straight up OU. I do think that the Combine and the just straight up support sets has potential. Parade is Hex. Well, they made it a 30% chance to burn and 2 times power. It's Scald for burns, but a Dios move. So it's not bad. It's not great. It's not bad. If I had to put it in a tier, it's either down here with these homies or super up here. Yeah, it's 60 base power, but it doubles. It doubles Maverick, so it becomes 120. So, like, Shadow Ball is obviously always an option, too, on this as well, if you don't want to run Focus Blast. Yeah, I think low B is fine. Why use Inferno over Hex? Just because Inferno will allow you 30% chance to burn your opponent. Because if you burn your opponent with Inferno, guys, it doubles in power. It is 120 base power. Yes, it's Hex with the chance to burn. It used to be, what's it called? It used to be stronger than Hex. About the same base power as Hex, right? Yeah, it's literally better. Okay, so Typhlosion is going to be around there. Sliggoo! Alright, Goodra. This guy might be C tier. This slow breaker might be C tier. I'll figure it out. We'll see. Anyway, a few things that look cool for this thing are obviously Curse, Body Press, Heavy Slam. Like the random battle set looks really cool. Obviously the Curse Rush Talk set looks cool. Assault Vest looks really nice on it too. Dragon Steel is great. So like Specs, it's slower, but Choice Specs is still really good too. Not being able to be crit is nice too. You would definitely run Shell Armor so you're not crit on your Assault Vest set. Yeah, like Draco, Flash, Stab Flash, Flame. And then you can run Ice Beam or Thunderbolt, depending on your thing. Yeah, I think you can definitely run Curse sets. I think it's okay. It's definitely better than regular Goodra. It's definitely better than regular Goodra. It does have Life Dew as well, which is a trash move. Almost always. Shelter is not good in this game. Related, but I've been using Corrosion Glim. Hey, much love. And yeah, Corrosion Glim's not bad. Thank you for the super chat. And 10. Yeah, it's literally Iron Defense. So Shelter's Iron Defense. Raise the use defense by 2, so you can use that with Body Press, right? So thank you for the super chat back, man. So right, hey, get out of here. You can run Shelter if you don't run Iron Defense, you know, because you're scared of Imprison. Right, so this set, Shelter, Body Press, Rest looks fine, right? This set looks good. High B is insane. You know, Terra Fight can work too, yes. I think Dragon and Steel is fine. I think Terra Fairy is always good too. Terra Water. That's what I'm saying. This mon is a high C tier Pokemon. It's the top of the C tier. It is not an A tier Pokemon. It is not a... It's not a... I think it's barely a B tier Pokemon. Putting you behind. This is still a lower tier Pokemon with an Assault Vest, guys. High B, you guys are insane. High B Hey, AV Earth Eater, Terra, Ghost, Hisui, and Goodra, and AA. That sounds fire. Guys, it's still an Assault Vest Goodra. It is either low B or high C. It's not high B. It has no purpose in OU. It has... It can Assault Vest or Shelter, Rest. The Shell Armor's nice. I'll be completely honest, the Shell Armor's nice. It's a low B or a high A. The Dragos are fine too, but it's not... Because they didn't want to make it. I'll make it low that. It's low B. I'm saying he's straight up not good in the high area. These guys, I agree with everything in A. Overqwil might need to be moved up. Like Shelter's worse, it has less PP. That's very funny. Is Blaze coming back, Maverick? If Blaze is coming back, fine. But if it's not coming back, it's definitely not Toxic X food. You just like acid spray. Yeah, Blaze isn't coming back at the moment I thought. And before there's a road to ladder with it. Alright. I'm fine with it here. Hisuian Braviary is probably one of my favorites as well. Tinted Lens. Choice specs, obviously. Right, Tinted Lens Hurricanes. You have your Esper Wing, which is amazing. Which 100% chance to raise speed by 1. High critical hit ratio is beautiful, right? Raise your speed. Yeah, Terra Blast Fight, which you don't even need Terra Blast Fight because you got Tinted Lens. But Terra Blast can work there, and then U-Turn is completely fine. You don't even need Terra Blast Fight, prob. But something like this is amazing. Obviously, Braviary, in my opinion, with heavy duty boots, Calm Mind, Hurricane, Esper Wing because it raises your chance of speed. And then Roost can be really nasty too with some bulk. It's not dying to knockoff, dude. You just change your Terra type. You change your Terra type. So you get the speed boost. Yep, it's literally special oct. So you just change your speed boost. I'm sure Subcom Mine is good too. Yeah, you can run Sheer Force, but it's hard to say you want Sheer Force when Tinted Lens is just so much better. You got to remember that regular Braviary is literally less bulky because of the 110 versus the 5 diff. It's less bulky and sub bulk up works on it too. So like Subcom Mine for sure. Yeah, Esper Wing's literally, I wouldn't use Sheer Force on this thing. If you want to use Mix, you can use Close Combat. If you want to use Braviary, you can use bulk up. Exactly, it's a guaranteed speed boost and it has a chance to crit. So you almost always want to run what's wrong one? You almost always want to run Tinted Lens on this because it means that your moves aren't resisted, right? The steel types don't resist Hurricane or Esper Wing. So it's really, really good for Hurricane specifically. Obviously, you need to hit Hurricane, which is his biggest thing. I think Specs, I think Scarf might have a small place. I do think that mixed with Close Combat could work too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a beast boost if you get a crit. And you got to remember, yeah, oh man, I'm a Psychic Flying. Just Terra type. Just change your Terra. I also think Calm Mind, Terra Blast. What are the Golden Go calcs? I'm not going to bother calculating that unless I run like Terra Fire. Which specifically would be, even though it doesn't resist Hurricane. I mean, I can show you the Golden Go calc for Hurricane. Braviary. So let's go Modest Choice Specs. Just to show you how strong Modest Choice Specs is. Choice specs. Ability is Tinted Lens. I like how Salt Cure has been added on to the calc. I didn't even notice that. Yeah. Let me find this. What's the name? Golden Go. Hurricane from specs does 91 to 107. Oh, perfect. It has Heat Wave too. Didn't even realize. What up, you? Caught me at the end. Your. So UA is cool. Obviously, Terra Blast Fight is cool too for like Tyranitar. That's what I'm saying. Terra Blast. I would think like Terra Blast Fighting for Tyranitar would be pretty cool. Fire is a cool Terra type too. You could even run Mix with Close Combat. It's just a more accurate move. I like Terra Blast Fighting though, just for T-Tar specifically. Scarf can work too. I think Scarf has a lot of sounds like a UU Mon. And as I think this Mon would be UU too. Yeah, dude, this Mon is actually fire. I think it's gonna be a good UU Mon. Like a strong UU Mon. In my opinion. I don't know. What y'all think? Yeah, this thing is literally good. It is literally good. I think it's a high B tier too. Can already see the thumbnail. Hey. Probably put it like here. Yeah, if Hurricane misses, it sucks, right? But I think after Calm Minds and with Roosts, and with a good Terra type like Fairy, for instance, you have a lot of, or Water, you have a lot of things. And I think on Rain it has a lot too. Drop Whack, Togekiss to C. Are we talking about this guy? This guy might be C tier. This guy might be C tier. But the thing is, in lower tiers, I'm assuming Specs is going to be really good too. This guy's like low B to high C. It doesn't get Flare Cannon, unfortunately. Put Basculegion above it too. Again, the slow... You know what? Maybe you're right, because the Slow Breaker is just... Crabominable has it too, and it's low tier. But I'm more so fearing the Calm Mindset to be a little bit... to be the main threat. I feel like the Calm Mindset is like... the really threatening low tier. Yeah, it does have better typing. Can I explain Overqwil and B? It's going to be a great Swift Swim Pokemon. Oh, Rain, in my opinion. And just setup in general, I think it's really bulky. It has some great resistances. It can't take a hit. Maybe it does stay low B. Because Sneasel and Qwilfish and Basculin are definitely going to have usage in higher tiers. Because they just have better stats. I can say it like this, to be honest. I honestly think Goodra is way lower than you guys think it is, personally. I think Goodra is a C tier. Mid C at best. And I think the only reason you guys aren't saying it is because I have babies in C tier. Which ones can you see going to Ubers? Basculegion. Personally. Basculegion for sure. I think Arcanine is hella A. Yeah, it does absorb T-Spike for Rain, but it's also just strong. I don't think Goodra's great at all. I think Goodra's C. Exactly. These are very strong babies. One of them might even be banned. Like the second one might even be banned. You don't need to run Terra Poison on a Samurai. If you're going to run Terra, you run Terra Fight, so you got to take a Sword Stab. Yeah, I can see it, Maverick. Aleki is a big one in Basculegion too, yeah. Hopefully not day one. Hopefully like day two. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have recover either. I think if Basculegion's thing got banned, it'd be a high B tier. Mon. Carninachi. That's what I'm saying. I think Goodra's hella C. If it had recover, yeah, it'd be A tier. Basculin female, I think the spec set would be fine. It's probably a little bit lower. It's probably like a B. Basculegion would be good on rain. It'll still be okay on rain. I think the adaptability set in general is going to be good, regardless of last respects or not. No worries. I don't even know if Eleki has to go. Like, the Terrablast Ice is going to do 24 to Tinglu. Nothing really, Draco. I think still male is good with the choice band set, but it might be female with the shadow ball and stuff. Just that using Hydro Pump and Surf is just kind of whack versus Wave Crash for the damage. Zoroark is definitely not A. That mon sucks, dude. It's because they got rid of Biller Madless. Like, you'll have some usage, but screw Relegated Lecky. I think with Terra types, you have to take into account Terra types, Maverick. I think you really have to take into account Terra types when it comes to Lecky. This is just going to get Volt switched on. But the plethora of ground types on like every damn team. I actually think this is slightly above because of the speed breeze. Backside of became sweaty. Yeah, I just think they're decent options. Worder just doesn't have anything good going for it. That's the big problem. I definitely watch back if you have. Oh, so my thing about Electrode's placement is I see it being like an NU decent Pokemon, a decent NU Pokemon because of high speed. It's basically like a better Jolteon because it has Leaf Storm, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, and it can run Terra Blast Ice. So it has the grass and the ice coverage, and it's like barely weaker than like Rotom and Jolt while it's still being faster than both of them. It's a little bit weaker. Whereas Worder and Avalugg is just a lot harder to pull off anything with them, in my opinion. So I could see like Electrode being NU, whereas I see the rest being PU and lower. Oh yeah, if it kept its same Biller Malice from before, it would easily be A or S. I agree, in terms of that mon. But yeah, that's again. I would change maybe Goodra and put it actually lower and put a Enamorus a little bit higher next to it. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it at this, guys. I gotta go to bed. I actually think Ursaluna could get Quick Band too. It's stupid strong facade. Yeah, I think it's super strong. I think the S rank, it should be S rank. I think the S rank should definitely be S rank. And then the A rank, I like everything A rank. I know a lot of people are like Arcanine is whatever, but I really think you guys are sleeping. But yeah, I'm gonna call on that, guys. Appreciate everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the tier list because it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.